It is March, and we are continuing to celebrate Women's Empowerment Month. Last week, we explored the power of rest and how it's not just a luxury, it's a form of resistance. This week, I want to dive just a little bit deeper into understanding why rest is so essential for us as women and how it can help us heal, how it can help us reclaim our power, and live more aligned lives. Hey there, my sister, my friend. Welcome to the Dr. Tanya B podcast with me, Dr. Tanya B. I am here to help you be your best, most authentic self, your life, your way. We're going to talk everything self-care, self-love, mindset, and personal growth with a splash of hippie woo. I am proud of you for giving yourself this time today, so let's not waste time and let's dig in. It is March, and we are continuing to celebrate Women's Empowerment Month. Last week, we explored the power of rest and how it's not just a luxury, it's a form of resistance. This week, I want to dive just a little bit deeper into understanding why rest is so essential for us as women and how it can help us heal, how it can help us reclaim our power, and live more aligned lives. Okay, so if you can see me, you will get this better than if you were just listening, but I'll explain it too. I'm holding a very pretty glass this morning. So I am recording on Sunday morning, early afternoon, and we decided that we were going to start this Sunday with a random mimosa. So cheers to all of you, my friend. I hope that we all have a beautiful week. Okay, let's get started. So if you tuned in to last week's episode, you heard me share just a little bit about my recent clarity and the shifts that are coming in my work. Things have been evolving really quickly, and I'm loving how everything is coming together. You probably have noticed some changes. A new name for the podcast, maybe, a new title for me, some new names for my offerings, and even the women's community. These shifts are not just about the details. They are about alignment. Everything is moving me towards my own centeredness, which has led me to the title that I'm now using, which is new and interesting to me. So it is Mindset Medicine and Emotional ER Expert. This is the core of my work, and I'm really excited to step into that more fully and more powerfully. I also shared a little bit last week about how uncomfortable some of that makes me. Um, I've always It's messy, right? It's messy. And I do not like to be messy. I really kind of hate being messy. I hate that I don't show up perfectly the first time. And so this time around, I'm actually enjoying it a little bit. And it's been a lot of fun to just sort of keep reworking it until I get to this place that feels like it is completely in alignment with me, who I am, and what I want to do. Like I am actually in my genius and in my power. So let's take just a minute to reflect on why all of that is happening. And it's important and it relates to this week, I promise. In my work with women and teens, what I do is help them heal emotionally and mentally, reclaiming their confidence, their sense of clarity, and then ultimately their power. The method that I use to do that is the ASRM Protocol. That is Acknowledge, Surrender, Release, and Manifest. This is the framework that I developed, which is based on my own experiences and the work that I do with both women and teens. This is all about moving through this process of recognizing what is holding you back. Sounds like acknowledgement. Letting go of what no longer serves you, surrender. Clearing a space for healing and transformation, release, anybody? And then finally, stepping into the life that you have always wanted, which is your manifestation. So this method is woven into everything that I do, and I am thrilled to have put a name to it because it works. It is so simple, but it is really powerful. So if you are feeling called to dive just a little bit deeper into this kind of transformation, you really need to join the Resilience Lab. That is my private community for women where we do real work, which is breaking free from stress, self-doubt, and emotional exhaustion. It is a space for women who are tired of carrying the weight of overwhelm, of burnout, and feeling stuck in cycles that they are just not serving. We take the ASRM protocol and we put it into action to reclaim your energy, your clarity, and your confidence. You get coaching, you get support, you get accountability, and the real tangible tools that you need to move from surviving to thriving. It irritates me so much when I pay for something and there is nothing tangible. So you get the tangibles from me. And so, because I also know that it can be really hard to take this first step, and also knowing that I am working to build this amazing community, I am offering you 50% off your first month. So if you check the show notes, you will find this exclusive coupon. Do not wait. I need you to join us today. All right. So now let's get back into this topic of rest. We know that in today's world, women, especially women of color, have had to fight for their time, their space, and their well-being. Rest historically has been a tool of survival. Think about this: the relentless pressures of society, of work, of family, external expectations, all of the things that seem to push us into this constant state of doing, and more freaking doing. We are taught that we need to be productive at all costs. Our value seems to be measured by our output. But what if that is not the full story? What if rest is just as important as our hustle? What if it's actually the key to unlocking your full potential? Well, that's where power of rest comes into play. It's not just about taking a nap or getting a good night's sleep or, the really nice, pretty version of self-care. It is about giving yourself permission to pause, to heal, and to reset. It is about resisting the societal pressure to constantly do and instead choose to reclaim your body, your mind, and your spirit. What I love about this message in Tricia Hersey's book, Rest is Resistance, is how it shines a light on the radical nature of rest. It's an act of defiance. It's against the systems that tell us we must be in perpetual motion at all times to be valuable. For Black women, rest has always been a tool of resistance, right? Especially in the face of slavery and systemic oppression, where every part of their humanity was denied. I'm having trouble, might be the mimosa. Every part of their humanity was denied, and their worth was determined by their ability to work. But today, the reality is that it's about more. It affects many more people, especially women. It is a universal truth for all of us. We are all a part of this larger conversation about resisting burnout and about reclaiming our time and our energy and our mental space. Here's the thing, though. Most women are working a second shift, an additional full-time job. We are working our first official job all day long, and then we're coming home to managing the kids, the house, maybe aging parents, handling all of the emotional labor of relationships, and making sure that everyone else is taken care of. Sound familiar? We're going to talk more about that and the damn martyr mindset that we so easily fall into next week. So hold for that, because we're going to continue that conversation. For now, I need you to remember that when you are caught in a cycle of endless hustle and trying to meet external expectations, you lose touch with yourself. We forget that we are worthy just because we exist, not because of what we do or what we achieve. So often we attach our value to our accomplishments, but in doing so, we disconnect from our inner wisdom and the true power of being. Rest allows you to connect with yourself, to hear your inner voice, and to discover what matters to you, what really matters to you. Healing starts with recognizing that you are worthy of rest, that you do not have to earn it, and that slowing down is a form of self-care. It is not selfish. It is not a luxury. When you make space for rest, you are not just recharging your bodies, you are healing your soul. So we are giving ourselves permission to stop, to breathe, and to just be. It is in these moments of stillness that the most profound healing happens. So as we honor our need for rest, we start to heal our emotional and mental states. We stop judging ourselves for taking time off. We stop believing that we have to be perfect at all times. We stop internalizing the messages that tell us that we are not doing enough. And in that space of acceptance and understanding, we can rebuild our lives from a place of alignment, of clarity, and from inner peace. So I want to invite you to today to take a moment to acknowledge where you may have been pushing yourself too hard. Where are you putting pressure on yourself to perform, to be perfect, to keep going, even when your body and mind are saying slow down? Where is that? Where are you doing that? Now, I want you to acknowledge that you deserve rest. You are worthy of time to yourself. You are worthy of stepping away from the demands, even if it is just for a moment. This is where healing begins. When I stop and I say, I matter too. Taking a step back might feel uncomfortable, but in that discomfort, there is a deep and powerful shift that is happening. You are listening and learning. You are listening to your body and to your soul, and that is causing you to learn and to grow. You are reclaiming your power in a way that can only happen when you take the time to rest and restore. Let's take this moment to really connect with our bodies and give them the care that they deserve. This is just a very quick exercise that will help you tap into the power of rest to reset your nervous system and then to release tension that might be building up in your body. We're going to do a body scan. So pay attention to your body. You ready? We're going to start at the top of your head and we're going to move down to your toes. As you scan, notice any areas of tension or discomfort in your body. Is your neck tight? Are your shoulders heavy, or are they carrying extra weight? Are your hands clenched? Or maybe your jaw is tense? Do you hold resting bitch face? Take a breath. As you identify these areas, these stresses, the pressures, the tension, wherever you might be holding on, just gently breathe into them. Imagine sending your breath to the tension spots. And then on your next exhale, release the tension and allow those areas to soften. Let that breath create space and relaxation. Great. Physically, you might need to shake this off. That's okay. Just shake it off. It will feel really good. So that did not take a lot of effort. That is something that you can do anywhere. You can do it in the shower. You can do it while you are driving, while you are in a meeting, sitting in a waiting room, and even as you fall asleep. Just give yourself the time to notice. Also, don't forget to go back to the last week's podcast with the meditation that supports rest, so you can use that in tandem too. And then if you'd like more of that, more time for you, more transformation to clarity, confidence, you can maybe even some more joy, right? Like, let's look for joy in life. You can join me in the Resilience Lab. So don't forget the coupon and the link are in the notes. I thank you for taking this time to rest, to heal, to find your centeredness today. Remember, rest isn't just a break from doing. It's an essential part of finding you, of being your best self. So until next time, take care of yourself because you are worth it. You are enough, exactly as you are, and your rest is a powerful act of self-love and resistance. I love you.